Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you have not already subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Today's topic is about finding missing variable name or names for each observation. Let us try to understand this better by looking into the example below. In this example, we have a data set which has 6 variables, and out of which 3 are numeric variables, other 3 are character variables. And the goal here is to find what are the variables which have missing value. For example, in the first observation, call 2, call 4 are missing. In the case of second observation, call 2, call 3, call 5 and call 6 are missing. The final goal is to capture these variable names into a new variable. To understand this topic, we need to understand two concepts. The first one is vname function, second one is about arrays. And vname function is very straightforward function. All it does is it captures variable names. And let's try to understand this again with the same example. If we are going to capture the variable name for call 1, all we need to do is we need to use vname function on call 1. Here we are using vname function on call 1 and we are capturing this value into a new variable. Now let us quickly run this program, and I'm also doing a proc print. As we have applied vname on call 1, it has captured the column name call 1 here. Now let us quickly look into the concept of arrays. SAS arrays are nothing more than group of variables, and variable referenced in array are known as elements. And now let us try to understand the concept of arrays with respect to the example which we have been looking earlier. Here we have our data set. I have run the code to create data set already. Here my goal is to replace call 1, call 2 and call 3 with 0 in case if they have missing values. Before going into those details, let us quickly look into the syntax of array. An array starts with keyword array followed by name of the array, and in the parenthesis we are going to mention number of variables we are going to reference in this array. These are also known as elements. In here we are mentioning 3 variables, call 1, call 2 and call 3. And as I said earlier, these are also known as elements. Now I would like to discuss the most important thing in here. As our array name is nu and we have 3 elements here, nu1 means this first element. That means when we say nu1, we are referencing the first element in here. When we say nu2, we are referencing this second element in our array here. When we say nu3, we are referencing the third element in here. And we are going to use the do loop to access each of these element, and we are going to solve our problem. In here our do loop starts from do I equal to 1 to 3. If missing nui, then nui equal to 0. So when I is 1, this nui becomes nu1. As I said to you earlier, nu1 is nothing more than the first element. In our case this is call 1. So if condition is going to check call 1 in here. When I is 2, this becomes nu2, which means we are accessing call 2. This means we are going to access this call 2 in here. When I is 3, this becomes nu3, which means we are accessing third element here. That means in the first observation we are accessing call 3. So this same do loop runs for each observation and it does the work for us. Instead of writing if statement for each column, it is very easy to do this thing in the form of array. Now let us discuss how we can make this array little bit more flexible and also avoid writing hard coded values like variable names. So this can be done by making two changes. The first one is, instead of array nu3 call1 call2 call3, we can modify these to array nu star underscore numeric underscore. Underscore numeric underscore means all the numeric variables. As we are mentioning all the numeric variables here as call1, call2 and call3, this is equivalent to underscore numeric. This means underscore numeric underscore resolves to call1, call2, call3. This will help us not to type out all the variable names. And now let us look into the second modification we need to do. Instead of do I equal to 1 to 3, we can modify this to do I equal to 1 to dim nu. Nu is the array name here. Dim function extracts number of elements from array name. So we even need not know how many variables we have. This is easily done with the help of dim function, which extracts the number of elements. All we need to do is we need to make underscore numeric underscore here, and we can use dim nu. By doing these two modifications, we are going to avoid lot of hard coding. Dim function in this particular scenario resolves to value of 3. Now that we have discussed vname function and also about arrays, now it's time to look into our problem. That is, we need to find missing variable names. We are going to do this in following manner. First, I will show how to capture missing variable names for numeric values, and then I will discuss about character variables. Then finally, we will put all the code together wherein we will discuss all the variables. Now let us first look into numeric missing variables. Here is the code to capture the missing variable names. But before going into the details of this code, I would like you to mention few things. Here, the code is pretty similar to what we have discussed earlier, but I want you to focus on this particular variable which we are creating. This variable is known as numeric underscore missing, and we are creating this numeric underscore missing variable so that it kind of captures the variable names. And I have also given the length of 50 to this numeric underscore missing variable name so that it can capture all the variable names, and this length would be enough. Now let's go into the code. Here we are going to do the same thing what we have done. We are going to say array nu star underscore numeric underscore and do I equal to 1 to dim nu. One important thing I have forgot to mention is it is a character variable, and I would like to discuss this if statement logic with the context to first observation and second observation, and then the logic for the remaining observations is pretty similar. Now we have if missing nui, then numeric underscore missing equal to catx, and the delimiter here is space numeric underscore missing vname nui. When we are in I equal to 1, in the first observation there is a value in here. So this if condition is false, so nothing happens in here. So when we go to do I equal to 2, we are accessing call2. You can see that call2 has a missing value in here. When it is having a missing value, let's try to see what is happening in here. We are saying if missing NUI, then numeric underscore missing equal to catx space numeric underscore missing vname NUI. Numeric underscore missing does not have any value at, so this is also missing, and then we are concatenating with vname nu2, that is call2. And when we go to I equal to 3, nothing is going to happen here because there is a value in here. So for the first observation, numeric underscore missing value has the value of call2. Now let us try to understand for the second row, which is little bit more interesting. Now first we are going to do I equal to 1 to dim nu, and then when I is 1, we are accessing call1. As call1 is having a value, nothing is going to happen in this if statement. When I is 2, this becomes nu2. nu2 means we are accessing call2. As call2 has a missing value in here, we are going to capture the variable name in here. Again, we are going to do catx space numeric underscore missing vname nu2. As the value is missing, this is going to capture call2 value in here. Now we are going to do I equal to 3. Here you can see that call3 is missing. So this is going to do catx space numeric underscore missing. Earlier numeric underscore missing value we have captured it to call2. Now this call2 we are going to concatenate with call3 because nu3 is missing and we are going to capture vname of it. So for this particular observation, we are going to have call2 space call3. Catx function does nothing more than concatenating values and adding the separator which we have mentioned between the concatenated values. Now let us quickly run this code and briefly discuss on the results. Now we can see that we were able to capture wherever we have missing values for numeric variables, and also we have concatenated those values when we have more than one missing value in observation. Till now we have looked only into numeric variables. Now let's quickly look into character variables in a second. For character variables, the code is also very similar. There are very few changes, but there is one major change which I will discuss in detail. Now let's look into the minor changes. Here we are creating a new variable character underscore missing to capture missing character variable names. And here the array definition is also little different. Here we have a different array name, but the most important factor here is we are having underscore character underscore, and we are going to access character variables by doing this. And this is different from what we have seen earlier for numeric variables where we have set underscore numeric underscore, and remaining all the code is pretty similar to what we have discussed for numeric variables. There is one major difference, that is we have added an AND in our if statement. For this AND, what we are saying is we do not want to add variable name when it is character underscore missing. Now we have to understand, when we say underscore character underscore, we are going to access these three character variables And also we are going to access a new character variable which we are creating in here, that is character underscore missing. As we do not want to concatenate the character underscore missing variable name, we are just saying that just look into these three variables, but please do not look into character underscore missing character variable. And this we are saying by using a statement as follows. When vname is not in character underscore missing, then only concatenate. So we are combining two statements here, that is when there is a missing variable value, and also when the variable name is not in character underscore missing, then only concatenate values. This works pretty much similar to what we have discussed for numeric variables. Now let us quickly run this code and see our results. In the results here, we can see that we are able to capture missing variable names in here for character variables. When call5 was missing, we have captured call5, and in the case of second observation, call5 and call6 are missing, and we are able to capture these ones. Now that we have discussed how to capture missing variable names for both character variables as well as numeric variables, now it's time to bring everything together. As when I pasted this code in SAS Studio, it was little bit cumbersome to see everything. So what I did is I pasted this code in the slide, and I would like to explain the information in here. This code is very similar to what we have discussed earlier with very few changes. Now first I would like to explain the whole code, and then I would like to explain what are the few places where there is change in the code. Now we have array for numeric and also array for character, like what we have seen earlier. And we are capturing variable names for numeric variables separately and also character variables separately. Now I want to discuss the differences with the code which we have discussed earlier. The difference in the code are highlighted in red triangles. Here we are creating new variable, that is observation underscore missing. This is to capture the final variable names including both character and numeric variables. And this is the first change. And we are creating this variable in the length statement here. And the next change is, as we have combined all our code together, we have three new character variables. And as we do not want to concatenate these three character variables for missing variables, what I have done is I have said exclusively in the and here, please do not concatenate variable names if it belongs to character underscore missing, numeric underscore missing, and observation underscore missing. We have not seen this earlier. And now I have also included one final important thing. That is, once we have captured missing variable names for numeric variables and character variables, I am concatenating those two variables to get the final result of numeric and character variables, and I am capturing them in observation underscore missing. And finally, I'm also dropping the variables which I don't need it. And here, after running the code, you can see the result that we have captured both character and numeric variables here. To sum it up, what we have done is we have used array to capture all missing numeric variables. Then we have used arrays for capturing all character variable missing values, and then finally we have combined them in a particular variable by using catx function. And now we can quickly run this code in SAS Studio to see the result. Now here I have the data and the code in here. I can quickly select this and run. And here you can see that we get our results. This is our initial data set and this is our final data set wherein we are capturing our missing variable names. Before finishing this topic, I would like to quickly mention one important point. I might have used variable and column interchangeably, and it's fine. Both are one and the same. That's all for this topic. If you have liked this topic, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you.